Hello and welcome to another edition of Tudor Talks. I'm Gabe Tudor, proud superintendent at Worcester City Schools. Today I'm here with Assistant Superintendent Mr. Brian Madigan. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Today's topic is school safety, as that's definitely something that is always on our minds, but something that we have addressed a little bit here in the last few weeks. First off, just want to remind families that school safety will always be our top priority. I hope that is noticed both in our actions and our words. And I really want to start off by just thanking everyone for their understanding and support a few weeks ago when we had to cancel school due to a safety threat. The safety threat, we were not able to determine the origin of that in time to have school, and so we canceled school a little later than we typically would prefer. And the understanding that everybody had and the work of our transportation department to get kids back home on buses and all of those things was just very much appreciative and just made me extremely thankful for our community and the school district. This week we had some safety drills at all of our schools as we are always trying to refine and improve our safety policies and procedures. Mr. Madigan, in his role, is kind of oversees our safety procedures and efforts. And anything you'd like to share about our safety drills this week, or just in general how we do those?
Safety drills went really well this week. We do work hand in hand with the Worcester Police Department, and they're a great partner in that. So they participate in those with us, and we debrief and we talk about things that we notice that could be improved upon, or just our communication process in some of those situations. So those drills that we conducted this week were really important and continue to give us insight on how to continually improve.
Yeah, that's great. And we really appreciate that partnership that we definitely have with them. We also have a advisory committee that also gives us a lot of good feedback on how we can always improve our school safety. One of the reasons we did safety drills this week as well was because we have implemented a new piece of our safety procedures in a system called CICS. Which is an alert system. And Mr. Madigan, tell us a little bit about what that is and how we're utilizing that now as a part of our safety practices.
So CICS is really a safety alert system. It's not a replacement. I think that's one of the most important things to highlight about the system. It is an enhancement. It's an addition to what we've already done or what we already do in our training and how we respond. The advantage it gives us, though, is the speed of communication between staff members and administrators, our administrators and staff members in the police department. There's two options in terms of how the system is activated. One option, it's used internally, so if there's an emergency in a classroom, a medical emergency that is more of a local or building need that a principal needs to be involved in, it can be activated by a button that's pressed a certain way. That automatically provides a map of where the button or the button was activated, and it shows our administrator right where the incident is so that they can respond quicker. In addition to that, when there's a campus-wide alert or a major safety issue that is a campus issue, a safety issue, you can activate the CICS system by pressing the button a different pattern, and then that emergency message goes directly from the time you activate the button to the police department, to our administrators in the building, and to our district administrators. So what it does, it doesn't replace the strategies and methods we have used previously, but it does communicate faster that there is an emergency that we need support in right away. So there's other as it's activated, not only does it go to the police department for a campus-wide issue, it also has a screen takeover of our staff members' computers that says there's an emergency. There's some strobe lights that go off and an automated announcement on the PA that shares information quicker as well. So
Yeah, so it definitely speeds up our response time. It also is more specific with our location, and something that you might have had your kids come home if you're a parent, that they might see different now is those strobe lights and some of those alarm system to alert people of the situation. That is all part of that system. So we received that system through a grant. We were very thankful for that, as that was a significant cost, and we really are pleased that we have that piece to enhance our safety practices. But as you said, Mr. Madigan, it doesn't replace the policies and procedures we're doing. It just enhances those.
And we're one of the first school districts in the area to have it, so that's been a really nice thing to add a layer of security and safety. We have trained students and staff on the system and how it communicates, so they understand when they do see it or hear it. And the safety drill this week was the first time that we actually implemented the use of CICS in a drill. So it was a good experience for us, the police department, our staff and students to work through some of those new pieces. So
yes, very good. Well, thank you. And so we just wanted to make sure that when you hear people or us talk about CICS or this alert system, what that is and how that kind of works together with what we're already doing. And so the last thing we just want to leave you with is, again, we remind you how important safety is. But also the see something, say something, right? As we think back to our situation a few weeks ago that did have us cancel school, that was due to something being reported, seeing something, say something. And so, the best way to do that is through our safety hotline that is monitored 24 hours a day. That number is at the bottom of the screen. So if you ever did have an incident and, no matter what day it was, what time of day it was, you could send that or reach out through that number and we would be able to address that immediately. So just wanted to remind everyone of that. Thank you all for your continued support of our school district, and have a great weekend.